Assalamu alaikum class. Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to discuss about the history of taxonomy. Before going to the further details of taxonomy, we must know what is taxonomy. So, I will describe firstly the definition of taxonomy. Definition of taxonomy. It includes the science of naming, classifying, describing organisms, and it also includes all plants, animals, and microorganisms of the world. Firstly, Aristotle was the first scientist who used this word, taxonomy. He said plants are based on differences in their stems, while animals are based on where they live. So he described plants and animals into two major groups. Then we will discuss about the levels of taxonomy. Levels of taxonomy includes domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and then species. These are the levels of taxonomy. Next, I will tell you about the types of taxonomy. Types of taxonomy includes alpha taxonomy, beta taxonomy, and then gamma taxonomy. Firstly, I will tell you the alpha taxonomy. That what is alpha taxonomy? Alpha taxonomy is primarily used today to refer to the discipline of finding, describing, and naming taxa, particularly species. So, this is alpha taxonomy. In earlier literature, the term has a different meaning, but again, now in this modern era, we also uses this taxonomy, alpha taxonomy, we use in our research process. So, this includes a well-defined data, इंक्लूडिंग स्पीशीज़ को फाइंड आउट करना एंड देन उनको डिस्क्राइब करना उनके टेक्सा को. दिस ऑल इंक्लूड्स इन द अल्फा टेक्सोनमी. Then includes beta taxonomy. Beta taxonomy it refers to the arrangement of species into a natural system of hierarchical categories. This is done on the basis of easily observable, shareable structural features and evolution of numerous characters. Beta taxonomy relates to the search of natural system of classification. बीटा टेक्सोनोमी में जो है वो नेचुरली अरेंजमेंट की जाती है उनकी हायरार्की को देख के, एनिमल्स की हायरार्की को ऑब्ज़र्व करके, उनके स्ट्रक्चर फीचर्स को देख के, उनके एवोल्यूशन को देख के कि उनके कैरेक्टर्स में क्या क्या एवोल्यूशन हुई है, इस सब को देख के जो रिसर्च की जाती है वो सारी बीटा टेक्सोनोमी में आती है. देन वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द ओमेगा टेक्सोनोमी. Omega taxonomy is the modern experimental taxonomy denoted by Appling. Appling said that taxonomy doesn't include simple data but it also enriched with data from ecology, chemistry, zoogeography, genetics, and physiology. He said different fields of zoology उनका डाटा कलेक्ट करके उनको कंबाइन करके देन जो सिस्टम आपके पास ऑब्टेन हो वो ओमेगा टेक्सोनोमी में आ जाता है. देन वी डिस्कस द फर्स्टली प्री लीनियन हिस्ट्री ऑफ टेक्सोनोमी, यानी कि लीनियन के सिस्टम से पहले तो वो कौन था जिसने सबसे पहले काम किया था. आई विल फर्स्टली डिस्क्राइब यू दैट अरिस्टोटल was the first who described this world. So Aristotle is staying on the island and he classified animals and plants into two different groups by describing their birth patterns, their physical features, their reproductive systems, or being warm blooded or cold blooded. He described the animals and plants into two separate groups. He also now some animals we will see in this picture. These animals, plants, इनमें सब चीज़ें मिक्स हैं. He described all the animals and plants into two different groups. Then we talk about the taxonomy in Middle Ages, that how taxonomy behaves in Middle Ages. So there is not much difference इन द मिडल एजेस टेक्सोनॉमी अरिस्टोटल के आइडिया को ही यूज़ किया गया था मिडल एजेस की भी टेक्सोनॉमी में. But Aristotle did not classify fungi and plants because of no availability of microscope at that time. Aristotle simply classified plants or fungi in a simple group, but after observing under microscope, plants are grouped into a separate or grouped or fungi into separate group. So because of no availability of microscope, this doesn't happen in Aristotle era, but it happened in the Middle Ages. Then we will discuss about the Linnaean era. This is the main modern Linnaean era जो Linnaeus ने ही किया था, who is the Swedish botanist. He classified the plants. Not only he describes their order, genus and species, but also he make possible to classify plants and animals by using their parts. He describing the organisms into different major groups, and we discuss about the levels of taxonomy in my first 3 slides. Now again I am telling you the levels of taxonomy, and it includes firstly life, then domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and then species. So these are the levels of taxonomy. Next include the objectives of taxonomy. Objectives include obtaining a suitable specimen and then comparing the specimen, then identifying the specimen. Now firstly I will show about the diagram which is here. First objective is to create, means combining our parts to make a new whole. Then evaluate means जो हम लोगों ने पार्ट्स कंबाइन किए हैं उनको जज करना, उनकी इंफॉर्मेशन को, आइडियाज़ को जज करना. Then analyze is the breaking down information into component parts. Then है apply the facts, rules, concepts and ideas. Then understanding what the facts means. All we are studying one by one. And then remember, recognizing and recalling facts. That we have studied all that data, we must remember these steps. Firstly, create, then evaluate, analyze, apply, understand, and then remember. So these are the objectives of taxonomy. Then we are describing you the importance of taxonomy. Taxonomy has a major importance in the field of science. First importance is it helps us to categorize organisms so we can more easily communicate biological information. Then we have a use in medicine. Taxonomy has a major role in the use of medicine. Then it used in pest control, pest management, agricultural field has a major role. And to identify pest, taxonomy also very useful for it, for identification of natural enemies, then fisheries, and the main point is for the conservation of animals and plants. So this includes the importance of taxonomy. I have totally described all the main ideas of about the history of taxonomy. Firstly, we will discuss about the definition, then will levels, then types of taxonomy, then pre-Linnaean era, middle ages, एंड देन लीनियन इरा की बात की हमने, देन उसके हमने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स की बात की, एंड लास्टली इज़ द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ टेक्सोनॉमी. So this is all about the history of taxonomy. Thank you so much for listening my presentation.